guys, it's me, J.M. Granny, and it's good to see you guys back here again. Thumbs up to you. I actually have a kind of like a tip and trick for those who are writing about siblings. Now, the reason why I know how to write about siblings, when my book comes out, you'll see why that my writing about siblings is pretty good. And now when I say pretty good, I mean like they roast each other. Yeah. To write accurate sibling relationships when you are an only child, or like you just don't talk to your siblings as much as you probably could, and you're like, and yeah. Here's like some tips and tricks on how to make that sibling relationship more real. Don't get them to call each other bro. Just don't. Or dude. I mean, you can, but they gotta do it in a roasting manner. And I'm gonna tell you why. On a daily basis, me and my siblings call each other a-holes and female dogs. Why? Because it's fun. Because it's fun. Like, we tease each other all the time. We just roast each other to high heavens. It's like, sometimes, like, you just get bored. And sometimes, like, you just want to start an argument just because you're bored. Like, sometimes, like, it's funny to have, like, a very useless, fun argument just to pass the time. Like, sometimes you would randomly accuse your sibling of stealing your charger. And you yell at them, like, who stole my charger? Was it you? And meanwhile, like, it's probably guaranteed to be still in your pocket or in your purse or, like, still, like, in your desktop or whatever. But, like, or, like, even, like, when they're not bored, you just do it. Because, like, it's the first thought that comes to your mind, like, he stole my charger. He stole my charger. This is also kind of like an example of sibling friendships. If they have a kidney problem, you're going to hope that you match because you're going to want to give them your kidney. No way in hell you're sharing your chips, though. Like, this is the thing that's actually pretty funny to me, too. Like, sibling relationships are so weird. Like, you are the only one allowed to roast your siblings. But when someone else does it, I don't think I have to say anything there. When someone else does it, their world's gonna burn. Just kidding. The world's not gonna burn. But you know what I mean. But yeah, like, how to accurately write sibling relationships is, like, just to, like, have them tease each other. Not, like, to the point that, like, it's verbally abusive. Because don't do that. Because that's just verbally abusive. And it's bad. Get them just to, like, tease the frick out of each other. Get them to have fun. Get them to, like sometimes they even steal your bag of chips. Yeah. This one time, too, it wasn't chips, it was a bath bomb. Was it a bath bomb, or was it a bubble crumble? I think it was a bubble crumble. I'm pretty sure it was a bubble crumble. We'll assume it was. And, like, at some point last year, like, I knew what was mine. I knew without a doubt that what was mine. And I was just, like, chilling in the living room, writing my book, right? And my sister comes out and was just like, hey, okay, so I'm gonna take a bath, blah, blah, blah. And we're like, okay, just don't use my bath bombs and bath crumbles. And she was like, I won't, I'm gonna use this mushroom. And I was like, I have a mushroom. And I got up, I looked at it, and it had, like, the same little hole on it when I bought it, in the same area that I knew where it was. And she was, like, saying that it was hers. And I was like, no, that's mine. And she was like, no, it's mine. And then we were like, kind of like a 10-second screaming match because like she swore that mushroom bubble crumble was hers. But I knew it was mine, and I was like, no, that's mine. Nice try, but that's mine. But like she swore that it was hers, but I knew without a doubt that it was mine. That right there was kind of like the epitome of a sibling relationship, I think. And I put it in my book. Like, I'm gonna put it in future books as well. Honestly, like, in a way, thinking back, it was actually pretty funny. Like, we were fighting over a mushroom bubble crumble or bath bomb. I'm pretty sure it was about bubble crumble. But yeah, like, we were fighting over a bubble crumble. Like, and we basically... That's basically how you write a sibling relationship. And another thing too, another way to make siblings more relatable is when one sibling gets up to no good. Like, not even like super anything dire or anything. Like, they accidentally dig a hole in the yard and they unintentionally, and like it was a lot deeper. Like these probably like little kids. And like the older sibling is probably like, oh my god, and like the older sibling goes to the store with their younger sibling, goes back home and into the backyard, and makes kind of like a minor little garden and everything. And he just covers for his little baby sibling because, like, yeah, that's basically what siblings do. It's just what siblings do. Another sibling tip is that, like, when you're sharing your food, when they are sharing their food, it has to be even. It has to be even. Like, granted, yeah, me and Abby, we do have a pretty good relationship. Like, granted, even if we're a good relationship, a lot of siblings would, like, get you to, like, actually measure their food and everything. But yeah, like, sometimes I have a little bit more while she also has a little bit less, and vice versa too. But there are days when it has to be absolutely even. Like, for example, say you have this trio of siblings. These three siblings, they're all brothers, probably, or even sisters, even if they're sisters, still. And the older sibling takes out a measuring tape to properly measure the big sub, and one of the other siblings have to evenly cut it out. Otherwise, there's going to be heckle sticks to pay. That's just reality of sibling life, man. Like, it's half the time it's a war zone. I love you, my baby sisters. Don't ever forget that. But there are days. There are days. Oh my goodness, there are freaking days. Oh my god. And like, I don't know, just because I could. A few Christmases ago, I was visiting home. And, I don't know, it was just a day. It was just a day. And I took off my socks just so that I can, like, air out my feet. And then it came to a point when I wanted to put my socks back on. But I was like, can you put my socks on for me? And then she was like, no. And I was like, I came all this way to spend time with you. And yet, you don't want to do your big sister a one solid. And she was like, of course not. And I was like, dude, come on. But I knew I could do it. I just wanted to bug her. Like, every single time she came into the room from that moment on, for like a good half hour or so, Moira was like, can you put on my socks? And she's like, no. And I'm like, I came all this way though, just to spend time with you guys. She was like, no. And then, as soon as Ivy came in, I was like, Ivy, can you put my socks on for me? She was like, yeah, sure. And she puts my socks on for me. Ah! It was cute. Yeah. Meanwhile, my mom was just like, frig, no wonder, like, you could just tell you were the older sibling. But, like, that's the job of us older siblings, though. We tease and bug the crud out of the younger siblings. Because we can. So, yeah, like, there's, like, so many other things that I could probably talk about with just the sibling concept. If any of you, like, wondering how to a story that involves siblings, my advice is this. If you're an only child, you know those best friends that you have, and like you guys roast each other all day, they steal your snacks and you do vice versa and stuff like that, and they want to use your chargers, stuff like that. That, in a way, is actually a sibling relationship. I would say, like, if you have a best friend that's like that you guys are just that close, I would say make that a reference. This basically is my writer's tips for the day. And hopefully this does help someone who is actually writing a story about siblings and stuff like that. If you find this video enlightening in any way, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like this video. I'll see you guys next time. Stay awesome and stay safe.